Hi everyone, Linda Israel here, and this is Story Time with Linda on Getting on Design Teams Part 2. I have a list. I have a list here. So because of my first video, I had some questions and I thought it would just be, again, so much easier for me to go over them with a video, and I will have a blog to support information. So if I share something, I will try to have a link or better of a description. Listen to my grammar, it's awful. So some of the questions that I have: you want to create a blog, you do not have a blog now, so there's a couple of options. There is a free blog that you are subject to whatever happens on that blog as far as ads on the sides or across the bottom or even in the middle of your blog. Or there's a pay blog and you control everything. You control the content, you control how things are done. I have a pay blog. Back in 2000, is either 8 or 10, I can't remember for sure, maybe about 10 years ago, my husband asked me, what kind of blog or website do you want? And what would be your domain name? And so I said, I want it to be Linda Israel because that's who I am. And everything I do, I want to be able to say, go to Linda Israel. My name's Linda. Hi, how are you? Yes, I have a website, lindaisrael.com. Easy. They remember my name. They remember the website. And even though I'm all over the place with arts and crafts and being an artist and being a creative, I didn't have to pigeonhole myself to a name that said Scrappy Linda Time or Junk Journal Linda or just Junky Journal or something, because I share more than any one thing on my blog. And so I want to tell you to go check my blog out. Go there, scroll through, go back and look at the way I have things formatted. I think pretty clean lines that you have some text, you have photos, you have the video. Sometimes, depending on the project, I have a list of the products, and it's very clean and it's not confusing in my opinion. I have a search bar. Before that, I had a free website, and it was from Blogspot, which is part of Google. It's connected with Google, I believe. And I had that for a year, maybe a year and a half, and I just turned it off, and I have a message that says, come see me at lindaisrael.com. It's still up there. I didn't take it down because I was getting traffic from it, so I might as well keep using it. Friends of mine have used WordPress, the free WordPress side, and you can pay to upgrade to get the pay side. So I said that I purchased my domain, lindaisrael.com. Currently, I'm using GoDaddy as my hosting as well as to pay to keep the domain. These are things you need to research, that depending on who you use, there's a fee to buy the domain name, there's a fee to keep the domain name, and then there's a fee to have your website. And depending on your budget, it may not be something you want to do right now. But if you're a business and you want to also show the items you have for sale as addition to blogs or posts about these items, it might be better to own your own website. Depends on where you are financially. So I pay for those, and then on my website I have WordPress. And the reason why I have WordPress is a good friend of mine is a social media guru and web techie guy, and I'm computer savvy as well. I was in the insurance company for 23.5 years in the computer department, or IT as we call it. So I have some computer experience, and it was not difficult at all for me to learn how to use WordPress. If you're unsure, create a temporary account on WordPress's free website. Check it out, see what it's like. You can choose themes, you can change the way it looks and customize it to what you want. You can do it all free or you can pay. So those are some options as far as the blog is concerned. Hopefully I've answered enough of those questions. Do the research of which you like. I pay for mine, okay? So now you've got a blog and you're like, well, what do I make my first blog post on this blog? make it about you. Give some information, you know, what you want to share publicly. You don't have to share all the gory details, I'm married or I've been divorced 12 times. You don't have to share that personal unless you want to. Whatever you feel comfortable with your audience knowing. So way back when I first started my blog, I just, hi, my name's Linda. I've been creating since. I like to create this. And I had photos and just little things that I could share. So that could be your very first blog post. And then you could follow up with that. How did you make one of those items that you shared? Or make a new to show, yeah, see, this is what I do. So I hope that that kind of gives you an idea of getting you started, the first blog. And then someone asked, blog content. How do I come up with blog content? I'm on 3 design teams. So they send me product and they say, Linda, create with this product. And I look at it and I try to figure out what would be the best way to show this off. Oh, I've got an idea and I put it together. If I'm stumped, I will look through old magazines. I have probably 200 or 300 magazines. I don't have them all out, but I do have quite a few, and some of these are really old from the 90s, and sometimes flipping through one of those magazines gives me an idea to use a product, the here and the now, that we kind of did back in the 90s, but we didn't have the same product, so we had to make do to get it to work. That's one thing I do. I'll look on Pinterest. I will look on Facebook in my Facebook group, Friendly Junk Journal People, or my personal Linda Israel, by Linda Israel, things that people have posted. And I don't copy things. I'm one of those that looks at it and says, how can I make that my own, do my own spin, my own take on it. I don't have to copy it exact same colors, the same type of paper, or the same stamp. I can kind of envision a way around that. And a quick story, I also am a seamstress. So when I would take people shopping and we would look at patterns, and if the pattern had the model in a plaid print on the dress, I had a client that said, I can't wear that. I says, sure you can. It's the right shape. It'll fit you perfectly. I don't wear plaid. She couldn't envision that dress in red. She could only see plaid. But that's me. I can look at things and look beyond and say, oh, what if I do that? Now for content, I'm trying not to ramble too much here. For content, I look at what can I share that would interest other people? Yeah, sure, I'm sharing things that are for sale. I have things for sale. If you go to my blog or click on my description link down below, box below, I have links where you can purchase many of the things that I show on my YouTube. The end result or goal is for people to buy stuff. That's why I'm doing it. Companies are paying me to showcase their product so that you, the viewer, will buy it. That's what I'm doing. But I want to do it in such a way that when you watch one of my videos, you go to my blog, I'm sharing, this is a cool thing. This is what I did with it. This is why I did that. This is how I did that. What do you think? Do you like it? And if you do, you may go purchase the products. If you don't, no big deal. I've done my part of sharing and hopefully put that bug in your head that, oh yeah, Linda shared a video on Tattered Angels and I could do this with stencils. Linda shared on Scrap Perfect how I could use that glue. Linda shared Calico Collage and the plethora of beautiful images that they have. Linda shared Canvas Court Brands and the canvas that they sell. Linda shared 7 Gypsies. So you'll remember that and come back and hopefully buy from those companies. So that's the purpose of my blog. What's going to be your purpose getting started? Do you want it to be tutorials that you're going to show step by step how to do something? Do you want it to be, look at what I made, I'll tell you how I made it, but I'm not going to show you step by step? Is it going to be, I am offering these products because I'm an Etsy shop and I have this. So you're going to show the array of items. You may or may not want to show an example of how to use those items. Those are things that you have to decide. But you can come up with content if you can think just a little bit. Pull up something out in front of you and decide, what can I do with this? What can I show others that would be of value? I try to find those techniques that, yeah, maybe they've been around forever. I've done them for almost 30 years. It's not new unless it's a new product and we're doing it a little bit different because of the new product. Really, everything's been shared. So if you are doing something and you saw somebody's video that showed how to make a snippet roll, do your own video. This is how I make a snippet roll. Do a video on how to make a junk journal, how to make a greeting card. Whatever it is you want to do, that's what you make your content. I do share some non-crafty blogs as well, much like I'm doing with my storytelling with Linda. Back in the past, I didn't do a video to go with it. I just wrote a blog about whatever I was thinking about at that time. So you may want to do something like that as well. You may want to share about recipes or visiting your state or city. I will caution you that on anything that's going to be design team oriented, that you do not share your political, your religious, your I'm mad at the world, I don't like it when, on your personal pages that's going to be connected. Someone had said that they think that a person like myself that's also going to have social media should separate their person of being business to their personal site. And with Facebook rules, I'm not going to advocate that because it says that if you have two accounts that you are in violation and both can be shut down. So I know people who do it, but I do not. I have a personal page or personal Facebook account, and I have a Linda Israel fan page on Facebook, and then I have groups. And in my own groups, I can post as my page. In everybody else's group, I have to post as me, the person. So that's something I want you to be aware of. Whatever you share, design teams, companies, and the public can see it. If you're not willing to share your social media with the world, being on a design team may not be something for you. You may want to do a practice that others have done. That's up to you. I know people who do it and then they can keep them completely private, okay? All right, I think today, I've been on this video for a while, so I'm going to have another video that's going to talk about the camera that I use and how I take photos. So hopefully, if you like this video, which is number 2, we're going to have number 3, and you have questions, please comment below. What are your questions that you have about getting on design team? I'm talking about the blog. I'm going to talk about the camera next. I've talked about the website and domain and hosting. So what else do you want to know? And I will do my best to share it. If you like this video, please comment. Please give it a thumbs up. And if you really feel that this is helpful to other people, share this video. If you're in a group that allows you to share other people's videos, share it. If you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, wherever, share it. I really appreciate it. That's how you can pay me, is sharing it. And if you like to visit my store, please do so, because I do have a few things there in my shop and I'm trying to add more all the time. If there's something you want me to find for you to have you help purchase, whatever it may be, let me know what it is you're looking for, and if I can find it, I'll send you a link. All right. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. You give me joy, and I feel like I have a good purpose here of helping others, and I hope you feel the same way. So have a fabulous day, and thanks for watching. Bye.